circle she'd carefully built around her perfect image was collapsing. She showed up at my new apartment last night. Somehow she got my address, probably from her friend who works at the leasing office across town. She was sobbing on my doorstep, makeup running, looking completely broken. For a split second, I almost felt bad for her. Almost. I let her in because my neighbors were starting to notice, and I'm not about creating scenes. She immediately launched into how she'd made a terrible mistake, how she'd do anything to fix it, how she couldn't believe she'd risked our marriage for someone like Sutton. I just looked at her and said, "Remember when you told your friends I was too stupid to realize you were cheating? Well, surprise." The look on her face when she realized I'd heard everything that night, I can't even describe it. Pure shock, then horror, then shame. She started to say something about how she didn't mean it. She was drunk, it was just talk, blah, blah, blah. I cut her off and told her to sit down because I had something to show her. When Heather showed up crying at my door, she got a surprise she never expected. A complete breakdown of her new financial reality. I had spreadsheets, projections, and a detailed accounting of exactly how fucked she was going to be after this divorce. TLDR, executed my plan perfectly, exposed wife's affair to everyone who matters, secured my finances, and watched her entire world collapse in real time. She came begging for forgiveness but got a financial reality check instead. Final update. It's been 6 months since my last post. First off, thanks for all the DMs checking if I'm still alive. I am. Just needed time to process everything before sharing the conclusion to this whole saga. So you know those YouTube videos where they demolish old buildings? How it starts with small, strategic explosions before the whole structure collapses in on itself. That's basically what happened to my ex-wife's life, and I had a front row seat. The morning after Heather showed up crying at my apartment, I woke up to a weird sense of calm. For the first time in months, I slept without waking up at 3 a.m. with that knot in my stomach. Made myself some coffee, scrolled through Reddit, and realized I didn't immediately check my phone for messages from her. Progress. Meanwhile, Heather was experiencing what my therapist later called consequences culture. After leaving my apartment, she apparently drove straight to Michelle's place, expecting her BFF to take her in. According to our mutual friend Jake, Michelle literally pretended not to be home even though her car was in the driveway and the lights were on. Top-tier friendship right there. So what's happened since then? Let me break it down. The divorce proceedings. The actual legal process was surprisingly smooth. My lawyer was worth every penny. During mediation, Heather tried to argue that she deserved half of everything because one mistake shouldn't erase 8 years of marriage. The mediator, this older lady with zero tolerance for BS, just stared at her and asked if 3 years of documented infidelity counted as one mistake. When Heather realized her usual teary-eyed routine wasn't working, she switched to threats. Said she'd drag my name through the mud, tell everyone I was abusive, I wasn't, and make the divorce as painful as possible. My lawyer simply slid the photo evidence of her with Sutton across the table and reminded her that Maryland is a state where adultery can impact alimony decisions.